What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studios. So we finally got some update on the Power Rangers reboot. And let's just say that all of this information sounds a bit old, but some of it sounds pretty new because some of the things that we've already know about the upcoming project, I mean, they're going to be bringing some Asia superhero shows from Japan and they're going to be bringing it to America. So they're planning on doing something like this in 2024 and 2025 if they're going to do that. But for the most part, this is pretty much about the Jonathan Entwistle Power Rangers project and why I think a lot of us and a lot of people, including myself, have been looking forward to it. And I've stated in the past that if it's not going to be based on Mighty Morphin and it's going to be a new reboot, new team, new Rangers that is inspired by Mighty Morphin, then I'll give it a shot. So, shout out to Ranger Universe Latin America for this. Ranger News. The Power Rangers, the reboot, will have episodes 1 hour long. Months without an official update, we already have new information on the Power Rangers reboot debuting soon on Netflix. Jenny Clan, hired in 2022 to be the showrunner of the new Power Rangers series, was updated this February earlier. The project description on the site was, I am currently under contract with E1 to create Power Rangers for Netflix with Jonathan Entwistle. Entwistle was the first name of the project announced AIM Hasbro's acquisitions of Power Rangers. He is responsible for creating this new universe, while Clean will be in charge as showrunner. The new project description on the producer's website indicates the series episodes will last 1 hour. Netflix standard. I am currently contracted with E1 to act as showrunner and creator of Power Rangers, a TV series streaming with 1 hour per episode. New information about the new Power Rangers series is expected to be released in 2024. Wow. You know, here's the thing. Because for the past 31 years, I've been a fan of this franchise and I've watched every season, even though there are some bad seasons and terrible ones that shouldn't be made in the first place, but they still exist regardless. Each episode contains 22 minutes, if not rushed episodes, if you're going to make a big character development for one character and one character alone. So, not only that, but it's going to be TV-14, and it makes sense for them to actually do stuff like this because the last thing you want to do is continue on with the tradition of 22 minutes per episode without any explanation of what this episode is about. Because seasons like Beast Morphers and Dino Fury had much filler episodes, but I feel like it was done right to the point where, okay, even though this episode was filler, at least it meant something for one character alone. But to me, we're talking about the Netflix Power Rangers reboot and why I believe and I think they should go 1 hour per episode if you want to create a character development for each Ranger to have the audiences get to know one character. Even though we know about them 31 years ago, but I feel like their original run was kind of rushed. We didn't know enough. But as far as like Kimberly's parents' divorce and backstory that was added on season 1, and then it carried on a few episodes later in season 3, we still didn't know about all the other Rangers. I mean, we know about what they like to do. Zach being a dancer / martial artist. Jason is an excellent martial artist while being a good leader. Tommy is the new kid in town that was controlled by Rita, and he became the evil Green Ranger, and he was basically Jason's match in martial arts styles. And that was about it. But the thing is that the comics did a lot better than exploring the Rangers' backstory of showing their actual parents in the comics, unlike the TV show. And if you make something like that into the Power Rangers reboot, I think chances are you're gonna win a whole new audiences that read the comics and watch the TV show. And I'm not saying that you should do that right now. I'm saying that I'm just giving you my ideas of what I want to happen if it's going to be just like that, of how it was 31 years ago. And honestly, I really think they need to do this because 1 hour per episode makes a lot of sense for Netflix standards because they're known for that. And yet you got your other TV shows, kids programming that has like 22-minute episode. But the thing is that those episodes were entertaining to watch. They were kind of rushed in terms of creating a character development for each Ranger, for each character. And I think what they also need to do is create a backstory between Zonar and Rita, Goldar, Squat and Baboon, and Fister and Scorpina. Give them actual backstories, and then if you give Zonar a backstory also to explain the new teenagers with attitude about how he was the original Ranger before Rita became evil. She turned to the bad side and she kept the Green Ranger power coin. So just in case she looks for someone who is worthy of containing the Green Ranger powers, but more evil-like. You get what I'm saying? So if you do something like this with the Power Rangers reboot, I think the writing on the board is going to be 10 times crazy yet fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible that we might be getting more information this year about the Power Rangers reboot. But I'm glad that Latin America is actually giving us and providing us with more information about this reboot. The fact that they're going to be having an hour-long episode per episode is great because we've been needing a change for years, and I'm glad that we're actually getting it for the most part. But the question is, how is all of this going to end up being played out? Because we know sometimes these Netflix shows, certain ones that we like, that are new, that are good, sometimes don't always turn out right. But when it comes to the Power Rangers, I think it's going to end up surprising a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I believe it. I believe in Jonathan. I believe in Jen McLean. I believe in Brian Edward Hill. I believe in the people that can bring Power Rangers to life. You know, and it's time for a change, and I'm glad that they're giving it to us. So what's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.